Impossible, impossible.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. That's swung out wide to Harris. Finding space at the 40. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Harris running straight ahead. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Pickett. It's brought in by Harris. So no gain on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting. Partner doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? But a long one, again, and he can't connect. Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now first carry for Derrick Henry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him. Yeah, and this is most definitely the guy you want running the football when you need the tough yards on 3rd down. And he moves the chains and then some as he shakes off that first contact. And as they said in the 70s, he just keeps right on trucking. And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. 1st and goal from the 3. To throw, here's Willis. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Willis. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Henry. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Going on 4th down. Here's Willis. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick. Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Pickett now from near his own goal line. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Pickett sets up play action. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
We'll see if they do that. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Pickett back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
We're scoreless after 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Pickett on 3rd and 1. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The Steelers at 1-8 now on the year, and they come in mired in a brutal stretch right now, losers of 8 straight games.
Could you imagine being in those coaches' rooms right now? And you remember the old expression, there's no such thing as a bad idea? That's really true right here. They're searching for any idea, anything that can galvanize this team and find a victory and get them out of this losing spin.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. This is taken at the 18. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10. Over the middle into the hands of Burks. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against them because you're running away from people.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Now Willis on third down. This is caught. It's Woods. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Willis will look to pass again here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for him.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack. On 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Here's Austin. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. A second quarter score, meanwhile, down in Arizona. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talked about.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A first down carry for Henry. And some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent. Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Pickett to throw on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Pickett. Able to hit his target, Claypool. Oh, look at the juke. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Steelers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They'll throw again with Pickett. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth. As the first half is winding down. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Akella Witherspoon. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 41.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Pickett will look to throw it here. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this 3rd quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it'll be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Play action. Willis. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Right back to the air with Willis. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Ready, set.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Bullock's kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. To the air on first down with Pickett. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. It's a jet sweep. Here comes Claypool with it. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
On second down, this is Harris. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's Pickett. A throw left side, caught by the tight end, Freiermuth. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They hand this off to Harris. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. In motion goes the tight end. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now Evans hit, and the ball pops free. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run again with Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Pickett now on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. He's at the 50. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have, where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. in need of only about the length of the football here on second down. To throw, here's Willis. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Henry up the middle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Pickett. Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame him?
And he will have a Steelers 1st down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down convert. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Play fake. Here's Willis. Airing it out deep for Woods. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Second down, Willis looks to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Willis on 3rd and goal. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Willis got to have this one. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Willis will try and throw for this. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Off play action. Pickett out to his left. Open man. That's the tight end Freiermuth. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Pickett. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. But probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Pickett back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Harold Landry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. They'll set up a throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 16. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And Charles, in this one, the fourth quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated. Probably you anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out